Now look at these images. The first thing you'll notice is that these photos are nothing special. These are selling right now. In this video, I'm going to show you my most recent stock photo sales across my top 3 income producing platforms: Shutterstock, Adobe Stock, and Getty Images. More importantly, I'm going to show you the one thing that all of these photos have in common, so you can start making some sales too. If you're new here, my name is Charles Wollertz, this is Wollertz Photography, and I've been selling stock photos since 2010. I've had a pretty good run at it, with numbers continue to grow every single year, so welcome to the channel. Let's start by looking at my top performing content for the last 3 months. The one thing I want to emphasize here is that when I talk about new content, I mean photos that have been uploaded and accepted within the last 6 to 12 months. In my opinion, anything uploaded within the last 12 months is still new. The algorithm is literally just now getting to it. Now, to keep things simple, we're focusing on sales from the last 30 days to 90 days. 30 days for recent sales and 90 days for the top performing assets. They need some time to perform. Now, look at these images. These are selling right now. I mean, look at them, really, take a good look at them. No massive productions. These are simple travel, lifestyle, everyday moments and things. Photos that anyone could go out and make. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Some of the files do sell across all 3 platforms. Some. It's actually a very small percentage. Another reason to upload photos to multiple platforms, because some are going to sell here, there, or there, not the same one. So for example, let's look at me fixing the electrical panel. Those have been selling heavily on Getty Images. Now, a few in Adobe Stock and a few in Shutterstock here and there, but mostly on Getty Images. Over the last 90 days on Getty alone, they have over 50 downloads from that one photo shoot. That's awesome. Then if we go on over to Adobe Stock, then over in Adobe Stock, there's a lot of my drink photos from the 1000 photo project. These are selling. And photos from that random hike that I took, remember that video? Just go out for a hike and take photos of anything that catches your eye. No lights, no tripods, literally just me and the camera. Well, that walk has made me almost $100 so far. That's awesome. Literally, look, there's the mushrooms, there's the trees, the burn piles, and those types of photos sell too. Literally $100 in profit. Now, if we go over to Shutterstock, I'm seeing something different again. Seasonal photos are selling, like huckleberries, summer travel, drinks. And then my World Teachers Day shoot is picking up traction in both Adobe Stock and Shutterstock. These photos are selling more now than when I very first uploaded them. That was what, a year and a half ago? And they're selling more now than within the first 12 months of uploading. That's why I say to be patient and just keep uploading. Don't give up before time. Stock photography reminds me of that cartoon where someone's digging for gold and they quit like inches from the mother lode. That's stock photography. Don't give up too soon. Now, here's something interesting. On Adobe Stock, my top 10 performers are videos. I mean, it's expected. Videos pay a lot more than photos. What I didn't expect was how many videos I was going to be selling directly on Adobe Stock. I usually upload videos to Black Box Global. It's a distributor agency. But now looking at these sales, I'm going to be uploading directly and keep all of the earnings instead of paying the commission. Anyway, most of these video sales are just me looking through a dirty dryer vent with a flashlight. Different clips of the same thing. Similar, just slightly different. That one shoot alone has earned me over $200 and it's climbing every day. That photo shoot paid for the new vent and my time to replace it. Now, if I had to group all of the best sellers into one category, it would be lifestyle. Dirty dryer vents, electrical panels, hiking outdoors, travel, prescription bottle concepts, even that lightning storm from the airplane at ISO 12,000. I still can't believe that's old. All of these are what I would consider lifestyle. Everyday things that we have at home and experience in day-to-day life. Another thing you'll notice is that a bunch of these recent sellers are from my stock photography calendar idea. 20 monthly ideas that you can download completely free at wollertzphotography.com. Scroll all the way to the bottom, you can add your email there, and then choose whether or not you want to receive the newsletter, and the guide is completely free. There's ideas like grilled cheese, which is one of my top sellers on Getty Stock, canned food month, Mother's Day, World Teachers Day, Cinco de Mayo, and many more. But anyway, let's go to the part where I disagree with a lot of advice that you hear here on YouTube. People will tell you to niche down in stock photography. And what I'm seeing here is no. What I'm seeing here is completely the opposite. A wide variety of subjects, it's what's working. That's what's working for me. If you look at this, their photos are all over the place. There's no niche. Photograph what you enjoy and shoot a lot of it, like a lot. Something else you may have noticed, or maybe not because the photos are too small, but it's winter driving conditions, winter weather, driving in the snow, vehicles in snow, trucks, cars, that kind of stuff. That seems to be selling a lot now. And it's spring. It's not even snowing anywhere that I know of. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. I'm just glad the photos are up. Also, a bunch of editorial photos from the TSA travel airport thing that I did in November. Yes, editorial content, but from a different date, which it doesn't matter. As long as the photo illustrates what the editor wants, then you could use whatever photo from whatever date for whatever thing you have in now. And with all the issues that TSA and the travel is having here lately in the US, I am so glad I uploaded these back in November. Even if it was at the end of the travel crisis, it works for the next one. Before I answer the question that you are all waiting for, there's one more random thing I'd like to point out. 90% of my sales or better are horizontal images, not vertical. And that's because, I don't know, maybe because I don't have that many verticals in my portfolio. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. Maybe if you have a different experience, you can let us know here in the comments. Vertical or horizontal, what are you selling most of? I also want to start making Q&A videos here on the channel. So if you have any questions about stock photography or whatever, let me know here in the comments or send me an email. I think that would be kind of interesting. Let me jump in here real quick to remind you that I have a full photography course available. It's 15 years of experience condensed into 50 short recipe style lessons. So instead of just theory, you get exactly what to do step by step. I cover everything from the basics like exposure and composition, all the way to real world shooting situations and simple commercial setups you can actually use. And if you're looking for something a little bit more portable, I also have photography booklets that you can take with you. These are quick guides you can use in the field as reminders when you're out shooting. Whether you want the full structure course or just a quick reference guide, it's all designed to help you shoot with more confidence and less guessing. There's a link in the video description if you want to check it out. All right, back to the video. Now, the big question, drum roll, what do these sales across all agencies have in common? And here's the big one. Around 50% of these photos were uploaded within the last 12 months. Recent, consistent uploads. The other 50% are older photos, some even 10 or 15 years old, selling today. So yes, older photos still sell, but a bunch of them, 50% or so, are new. I believe that new photos help the algorithm show older photos to buyers, which means that this isn't about luck. Stock photography has nothing to do with luck. It's momentum and consistency. What this tells me is that if you want to sell more stock photos, don't overthink it. Don't wait for the perfect idea. Just go out and shoot. Shoot content. Shoot what you like. Upload consistently and give it a minimum of 12 months. New uploads will promote older content. So if you stick with it, you'll see the snowball effect, or in this case, the pickaxe mining thing, the finding the gold thingy, whatever example I did earlier. Now, like we've said before here on the channel, if you're not willing to give it 12 months of consistent uploads, then don't even start. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more photography related content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.
On YouTube I'm calling, come learn what I know, how to light up your coffee so the photo is pro. It's more than technique, it's the soul you reveal, when the picture you take is the moment you feel. You can find your voice through the camera you hold, in the silence of light. Your story